Yeah, it's me.
For those of you who are low tier and are watching this video, I must say I am truly sorry for throwing the games to get to this point, but I also am not sorry in a way so that I could expose what really is going on at the bottom levels of Overwatch. People are constantly complaining about not being able to climb up and rank, but they're truly not putting in the effort or time to actually get better at the game. Therefore, they get stuck in this cycle of constantly being frustrated and losing games over and over. It just becomes a pattern that they can't get out of, or so it seems. For those of you who are upset that I threw games to get down to the rank of 1500 and play in silver, I must say that most of those games I didn't even have to throw. I'd just be sitting there. The lower and the lower I got in the game, the more people threw. And it actually started to amaze me how this is actually a thing. I used to look at the Overwatch community I am currently in, and people of low tiers would complain about this, and I just thought they were just blowing steam, you know, just blowing out of their ass, but come and find out, this stuff is actually real and actually affecting the Overwatch community. And that brings me to my first point. Don't, and I said don't, play Overwatch if you are tilted. At least don't play competitive, because you're affecting the people and ranks around you. See, you're messing up the system of why we have a ranking system. It isn't so you can go in and throw games. At least try. Even if it does end in defeat, you're constantly getting better or bettering yourself and learning from your mistakes. Just like in real life, you can only learn by failing. And to all the people reporting those who are throwing, let me tell you something. The reporting system does work. In fact, my account was actually banned for a day and I couldn't even play because all the reports that were put in for my account personally. Now sure, it was only a day, but over time there are less reports that are taken in and your bans get longer and longer until your account is permanently banned. Let's talk about grouping up. There's nothing more annoying than the person that screams over the mic, "Group up, group up, come on guys, group up." But let me tell you something, that person screaming that actually has a point. Don't run in there one by one or you're just feeding the enemy ult charge, especially tanks. I noticed that a lot of Winstons and Divas get caught off guard and out further than they should be, and then they spam for healing, but they're further out or the team is just coming back from spawn. So as soon as you see that your team is losing the fight, fall back and group up as a team, then go in and push and take the point together. Communication is key. I noticed the lower I went, the less people were in voice channel, and if the people were in voice channel, all they were being is toxic. Whenever you're in voice channel, what you should be using that for is calling out where certain enemies are, and also your ult. Now, you can also look in the left-hand corner of your screen, or monitor, and you can see what people's ults are on. Spam that shit. I mean, seriously, you don't want to use all your ults at once. If your ult economy is 0 and the other team has 6 and they use all 6, you guys are now even and you can take the point instantly. The same goes for your team also. If your ult economy is 4, you only want to use 2. Know what I'm saying? I hope so. Okay, I'm going to say this once. Protect your healer. Also, healers, you have weapons too. Protect yourselves. That's all I have to touch on that. Here's my biggest tip for moving up in rank. Go in at least a 4 stack. I wouldn't go with the 6 stack, but with a 4 stack, and have set roles. A healer, a tank, a DPS, and another one of any of those categories. To build up, you can coordinate so well. That way you're not going into lobbies and everyone doesn't have a mic. Therefore, you already know how each other plays. Make sure you main those things so you're not playing parts that you're not really comfortable with. But don't go into lobbies expecting for the other team to provide the rest of your team to provide both healers or both DPS or both tanks. Make sure you share a little. You're a 4 stack. It's courtesy. Here's my final tip on how to really gain rank. And in fact, this is how I got to Masters and Grandmasters even. I started having a good attitude. You need to start having fun and realize you bought this game to have fun. In about 5 years, you might never play this game again. And in fact, all those times you stressed out and raised your heart for no goddamn reason, well, it didn't matter in the end. But the memories you make, the friends you make, because yes, you can have friends online. And the memories you make with those people are what really count. And as corny as fuck as it sounds, hey, have fun. Remember, you're never going to be a pro. Unless you do become a pro, then my bad, become friends with me and give me money. The moment you become toxic in this game is the moment you become part of the problem, and you deserve to be reported. And whenever you face that ban, remember what you did wrong. Don't be toxic. Be a nice person. Play of the game. I'm Mady, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to get out of low tier. Although it wasn't very in-depth, I hope it actually just scratched the surface for you. If you have any stories of how you got out of low tier, post them in the comments. Also, subscribe for more content. I'll be starting to upload at least 2 times a week because my new schedule allows that. Also, if you have any video suggestions, post them in the comments also. Share this video if you like, and if you don't want to, then that's okay too. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.